Hi, I'm Bob Pryor, and today's lesson is about how to take Test 3. In fact, not only how to take it, but how to score well on it. The first thing we need to consider is where Test 3 is. Let's click on Learning Modules, and we see that Test 3, along with Quiz 8 and other things, are in Lesson 5. Now this is just a sample, that's why it's called 5S, but let's take a look. We have all the normal things that we would see in a lesson. And over here we've got the introduction, assignment, discussion. I want to click on assessment for a moment because there are a few things that are different about this. In fact, here it says Test 3 is quite different. Please read below. Here's information about Quiz 8, and it tells you how to look for the answers on the Quiz 8. Quiz 8 is an online test. That's multiple choice like the others. But Test 3 itself is not multiple choice. Instead, you need to print it out from the internet. And you work the problems on it and you mail it to me. And there are just 3 problems. And we'll see a sample of that in this video. The first thing you'll see is a full set of instructions. These instructions tell you how to access and download it. But you know what? That's what I'm doing as well. And other things. So I'll let you read that. I want to now click on Test 3 and see where it takes us. Okay, let's begin assessment. And let me open this window a little bit wider. Here's some instructions. It says this is not a multiple choice test. You need to basically come down here to the bottom. Go ahead and read through that. But come down here to the bottom and what you'll see is the web address for your test. It's not a clickable link. I actually have to drag and highlight and copy. So let me click copy on that. Copy. And now I need to paste this into my web browser's address window. I am not going to click Save Answer. I am not going to finish. In fact, what I'm going to do right now is just click out of this. The reason I want to click out is if for some reason I need to get back in, I can click right here, Continue Assessment. For now, though, I want to go directly to the test. I just copied the web address, and I'm going to come up here and paste it in the window. Paste. And click Return or Enter. Let's see where it takes us. Well, here's our Test 3. Actually, this is a sample test. So we're going to be discussing this very test in just a little bit. But, of course, you need your name and your instructor's name. Total score. This is worth 25 points, by the way. And in this box here, it says when you're finished, this test is to be mailed to your instructor. Make a photocopy of your completed test to keep for yourself. That's really important that you make a photocopy so that you can have a record of it, what you sent in. And of course, you send it in to your instructor at Norco College. Now it says over here for each problem, set up the legend, draw any necessary diagrams, identify the formula, set up the chart, solve the equation, and write a full sentence answering the question. So we're going to just take a real quick look at this test. It's 2 pages long. I'm just going to scroll down. Marjorie took a trip up the coast of California. If you know Marjorie, she probably took lots of pictures on the way. Tom needs to cut a 6-foot board. Why? I don't know. Ask Tom. Uncle Harry has 3 nieces, and he's going to give some money to them when he dies. Poor Uncle Harry. Well, let's get out of this for now. This is not something that I want to be talking about directly, because there's more important stuff at this moment. This is the test that you would actually print out and write on. In fact, you might want to print 2 copies. One that is just maybe with scratch work, and another one that's very neat that you send in. And then make a photocopy of the very neat one before you send it in. Let's go back to our WebCT class. All right, I want to point out to you right here sample test 3. We're going to take a look at that in just a moment. But notice the little icon next to it. It says A+. And that's because that's the grade I want you to get on this test. So let's take a look at where this link takes us. Here we are, Online Math 52 Sample Test 3. So at the bottom of this page, we can find a blank sample test. In fact, you can try that right down here. You can click on the blank sample test. You might want to do this now and go to the test and print it out and try it before you continue on with this video. Note where you leave off, how much time is into the video, and then come back and scroll to that time, and then you can join me and see how 100% test would look and a 52% test would look. Let's come down here to test 3, sample the 100% test. This is going to show you all the good things that you should have on your test 3 in order to get the best grade possible. Let me click on page 1. This one, as I said, is a 100% exam. So it has all of the different features that we want in a very good test. This is what I want to see when I'm grading your test. Notice, this particular example has just one unknown value. It says, what was her average rate of speed? So we write a legend that indicates the variable r that we're going to use. You could use x if you want, but I'm using r. But it says very specifically what it is that we're letting r represent. It's the average rate of speed. This is called the legend. And as you can see here in my red pen, that's my teacher pen. And the green comments, that's just my comments for this particular test. That I would make a check mark here and I would note in my mind, good legend. I wouldn't write that on the test. I would also note a red check mark that you've got the correct formula. And over here you did, and good for you, you did the chart. Now the chart, as you'll see in other parts, is not necessary. It's not required. The chart is something that assists you in keeping organized. If you can be very organized in this and do it well without the chart, that's fine. I won't take any points off if you don't include the chart. However, the chart has the numbers that we got from the problem and we put them into the formula and we solve. I made a check mark that yes, you've got the equation, and I've noted good solving, so very good on that. Let's scroll up a little bit. Her average rate of speed was 45 miles per hour. That's the end of the problem. Notice a complete sentence. It doesn't say rate is 45. It has a full sentence answering the question that was above. And notice what I wrote over here, that this includes the unit of measurement. So it's not that she was going 45. It's that she was going 45 miles per hour. And so this one problem is worth 5 points and got a score of 5 out of 5. Congratulations. Let's go back now to the other page and find page 2 of this.